Shit. That's not good. Yeah, so this is like the only problem. It's way too big. It's a good thing I checked this out. If I do, let's say I do aspect ratio 1/1 again. And then what if I do width colon 40%? What if I just So this like works really well. And even if I go to desktop, it'll still have enough room. There's a lot of space here and a lot of space here. Which I guess is fine. But if so I'm just gonna keep going between all of them. So even like tablets, a little weird. I wish there was a way to like tell if it was specific, but like this doesn't look good, right? Like this one, I would hope would be down like further here, and it would just be like grid, 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 grid. But I think that I should probably adjust. So I'm gonna check some. Where would it be? I'm just gonna save it, and then I'm gonna try to find it in the. Zero by zero. The app. Yeah, so it's assuming like the amount of space allocated to it. Here at the bottom, is 40% looks really good on everything. Maybe I use the Material UI. Shout out Dan. And I can check if it's mobile or tablet. I'm gonna check. Have a is. Because I do like this, and then on I could go to app. I could adjust app in styles.css. Because like what if I do height 100%, and then what if I go into here? So mobile's not great. Oh. Let's see how I solve the is mobile problems here. I actually have it entirely separate. Well, I essentially returned something entirely different on this project. So if I go to like responsive view, responsive view, if I go to like mobile version. Like, it's hey, I'm Dots. Welcome to my website. I'll continue adding new projects as I work on them. But if and then it's a little finicky on if you're like viewing it on desktop in mobile form. That's why I kind of want to use like a is mobile, is tablet kind of thing. This project is really cool. And then everything else like kind of functions the same. Having a long name, shout out. I think I did exactly is mobile. I went through. I was like H2 too long, H3 just wide enough, and this is like the most narrow I think the screen would be. It's kind of like long too. This is a really fun project. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked because my question was, I have this is mobile, which is use media query. Is mobile. I returned a conditional. Tertiary. So is mobile boolean, return value 1, return value 2. So if it's not mobile, it'll return this full thing. I do remember I changed the specific CSS in one of them. I use this not even as a hook in project card, which is a little... I think I just returned a mobile project card with these new like thingies. Link list. It's a list of links, not a linked list. I don't know, this is this thing up here. And I can change the style. This is right. I can change this style in the React code. So I could do I want to position the thing like halfway down the screen, so like essentially it would be like right here. Obviously this is not a great example, but it would essentially be this would be the middle square, like the center of the middle square, top of the middle square would be right here. Body app root. Should I style if I go, let's say I go into here and I go back to like board and I change this to height. And then it's just not going to exist, right? But if I go to, well, it exists, like we saw how it exists. Height, body. Oh fuck. Oops. I mean, frick. This is not how you spell. Okay, I don't really care too much about it not working immediately. But we have head, which is just our content, like this thing, name. Unimportant. Oh, I mean, it's important, but no, not right now. So, okay, for some reason, root body. We need to edit root, I guess. Because root has everything. Oh, it's body. I could do position absolute. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. There should be a way to do this, I remember. Is it VH? Well, we're gonna look this one up. How to... I've not really made any progress in like 20 minutes. Just fine. So hopefully this isn't loud. I'm gonna check. Because I don't want to like... I know some people don't like hearing ice chewed. So if it's bad, I'm just gonna not chew my ice. Or I can mute myself. Okay, good to know. I think most of the noise was from like shaking it. But thank you. Camera's over here. Okay, back to. So this is, we can ignore this. Ignore this. And what we're gonna do is ignore this. We made all these changes, so now I use one style sheet for the entire project. Essentially, that's why I have to make sure everything is like unique names, because like this is app is gonna have to be something different because this is gonna go turn into like tic-tac-toe.html, but I need to change that later. So actually, I should probably change this to tic-tac-toe. No script div, yeah. But back to the, so this is pretty cool. Waiting on the, not really waiting on it. So what I need to do, I need to go to board. .css, and we can do this and position, let's just say absolute. So this this page shouldn't be like scrollable. Let's see. Relative is to the viewport, I mean. Okay, I kind of like relative here for this solution, maybe. And all this is good. Here, this is good. We just need to... so we need to do top calc. Let me just throw in a semicolon, and then